And hello everyone out there. Today's scrim is gonna be Hjönk Attacc against Team Fire. I'm fired up for this intense game. How about you, Felix?
Yep, hoping to see some great things. Both teams are in the tournament. This is just a friendly match between them today. Hoping to see some great things, maybe some just different things, different from the tournament as it's just trying to get used to each other side, but not giving away too much tactics.
Oh damn, that's a good point because if they actually compete in one match against each other and come up with the best compositions, they probably can go for a VOD review, get some nice input from the coaches, and come up with a really fast counter strat that would totally change the upcoming tournaments matches. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that's really a could go for. I mean, there are benefits for both sides, but I think that could actually trigger some kind of coach difference at the end when they are competing in a tournament against it.
Hmm. Well, I'd really think it's probably more for Hjönk to try get sort of uh different comps from their sides because they've already played um uh, in the tournament already, so the other team must know what comps they're running and what they would do in a tournament. So it's really Yonk's turn to see what they can do to try find out what sort of comps this team plays.
Hmm. Well, another point to just mention, the team file we have today playing is it's not an unknown face here in the organization. I would say. I think Platpack also already scrimmed with them. I think Team Fire won that one, but not sure though. If you give me a moment, I can actually get this information. Mm, there I have it. Yeah, I think they 5-0'd the Plat Pack in the last scrim they played against. It's some time ago, I think. So things could have been probably could be no different. But let's see how Hjönk Attacc is gonna perform here. Maybe better than Plat Pack, and gonna kind of make an example. Is that how it's called? All right. So both teams are still waiting. The Young Attack is still, I think, coaching a bit on, so they're not ready up. But it's gonna be Ilios' first map, Ruins. Um, what do you think could we expect on this map?
Well, the Yonk Tech are trying out new DPS for them. Lavash Kiri has left Yonk Tech, so they're just trying to find something to maybe get away from that Sombra. So try sort of mix as that Sombra was very useful to them during other games, but now they're just trying out, seeing what happens. But it looks like they're just running Brawl here, just taking it how they usually take it. A May, you don't generally see May on uh, Ilios Ruins, nor do you see Double Bubble, which the other map is also, the other team is also going.
Oh, I think the game's starting now.
One. Round one.
And
Capture
we are
objective.
having on one side looking at the team Hjönk Attack, the green colored team in this case. It's gonna be the brawling composition with Ryan Diva with addition of a May, while the opponents are playing with the double bubble composition.
Looks like Yonk Tech have decided to go all the way to the opposite side for the fire team, trying to get that back line there. Nix does get the first pick onto Maddie Medea. Then Alka does get the double kill onto Second Nipple and Suicide, and looks like Yonk Tech aren't able to take that first point, even though they got round trying to get the port there.
It's interesting how the team Fire and was just going into this house like they were trying to brawl them, even though the brawl composition was coming from the team from the team Hjönk Attack. And still, the team Fire pulled it out with some nice damage from two sides.
Looks like an already copy from Alkali. Gets the shatter onto the Naki knives and the Statica. Another shatter from them does take out Madimagea and Naki knives. Adds up going down. And it looks like Fire have been able to win the fight again.
And so Suicide still goes for at least one boot kill. But the old economy doesn't look that bright for the team Hjönk Attacc. They almost have the shadow ready. Besides that, they also have the Baptiste window. Well, looking at Team Fire, they have a Valkyrie. They just used 2 ultimates, I think. And now they're all also close to the Nano.
Adds up going in for the Zarya there. Is slept by some Phobia. But Suicide does get the pick onto John. A shatter from Adds up onto Nixie. Is able to take out Nixie there, but Butterfly does get the res on Johnny. Hjönk Attacc are pushing them back and are able to take out some of them. Although now Team Fire are pushing back, they do have the people advantage. A huge eat from Estatica there from the pulse bomb. Adds up taken down by Alco. And it looks like Hjönk Attacc have to get back now or touch the point. Suicide does do the beat just to try touch. A window from Maddie Medea. It looks like Team Fire are holding off though with the Winston. Starting to get their ults back. Another huge monkey ult from Nyx trying to get off. A freeze from Knack Knives. A bomb from Estatica able to take out the Tracer. Looks like Hjönk Attacc are just pushing a high noon from second nipple. Is able to take out Alcala. Hjönk Attacc do get the point.
That's a bit critical. Team Fire already is here with the counter attack and got the point pretty much cleared. Wow, I mean, it's spectacular how the team Hjönk Attacc got the point back, at least for a couple of I would say like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But Team Fire just came strong really fast again. The Team Fire really doesn't make that many mistakes and are playing double bubble really efficient. We saw them in the first fight getting against the brawly composition from the Team Hjönk Attacc. They just went through 2 or 3 sides, put in some damage, and played it right. Nobody got picked, and with that you just could farm the ultimates and strongly went in with the Ryan copy and got a lot of advantages also in like long term terms of like ult economy and so on. Nate in the chat just became a special agent. Alright, give it to Adds up, please. I'm gonna give our dear Hella this information, so he's gonna get gift this subscription to him. Will probably take a day. But Adds up is gonna get it at Nate. Don't you worry. I'm gonna write it down. All right. This was the first map. What is your impression, Felix?
Well, I think Hjönk Attacc weren't really ready for that dive on Ilios Ruins. You don't generally see dive on Ilios Ruins that much at all. I don't really think it was able to Nixie being on Monkey was very good, able to get behind without Hjönk Attacc knowing, able to get the supports and just take out the whole team. Hjönk Attacc did try the best, being able to capture the point. Just even if it was for a matter of seconds, they were able to capture the point, which is very good. But Team Fire were able to get the first point.
Right, that's a good explanation. And now looking at the upcoming map, we have Ilios. Well, one of the most most like the best map you could probably play Lucio on if you would ask some Reddit players. In this case, we don't see any Lucio readied up, but more likely we're gonna see a double bubble composition from the Hjönk Attacc. There's no Lucio in it involved, so let's see how they play it out. I mean, you normally shouldn't just play Reddit style when you actually have meta compositions to go for. And talking about some meta compositions, we have we are playing with the new patch, so the Roadhog got the buff in. So we have actually a Roadhog come from the Team Fire. We hop into the game, look at the composition here. A Hammond Roadhog. I think we saw this already in the Overwatch League being played. So they might have this inspiration from there, but it could also be in just in some meta talk before. Not sure though. And here we see the team Hjönk Attacc tries to get the high ground position with half of the team.
Yep, Hjönk Attacc have gone trying to take the up route, but is being taken over by Team Fire from the Echo Alka. Nixie just trying to get that damage onto the backline, onto Attacc. Some great hacks from both sides. Looks like they're both running Sombra. Second Nipple does get taken out first. Suicide is able to boot off Nixie. John is able to take out Attacc, and it looks like it's an even matchup so far, both missing tanks. Let's see who is able. It looks like Team Fire are on the point first. Estatica, even though with their main tank, isn't able to. Estatica gets hacked and hooked. Maddie Medea does get power drive, and looks like Team Fire is able to take the point first. Hjönk Attacc are going to have to push back.
They started out pretty good. They already got 12%. It looked fine. They somehow pressured the Team Fire to get away from the point. Also with some impressive brigade plays from Suicide. This player got a nice boop onto the opponent's Hammond, I think, which was not also like a lot of whole shots, but really giving them the advantage they needed, because there was not really any tank to contest the point.
Look like Nixie has gone right in, but gets hacked by Second Nipple. Alka does change into Winston, just trying to get the back line, killing them, but is not effective of getting anyone yet. Looks like Nixie does ult, so Hjönk Attacc will have to push back for a second. The mines do get Attacc right there. Hjönk Attacc are going to have to go back to their spawn. Maybe Team Fire will hold them, maybe till the rest of the round. It looks like they both have quite some ults now.
Well, now 3-4 ults. You could also count in the EMP almost being ready from Second Nipple. So we have almost 5 ults ready from the team Hjönk Attacc. 2 ults on the other side. The Transcendence is almost built up from the Team Fire. So they also have some ults to work with, and they need to be fast. If the Team Fire really wants to hold this position, being really close to the 100%, they need to invest first in this fight and to get the picks needed.
Looks like Nixie tries to get behind and boot someone off. A huge EMP from Sliver Sam. Second Nipple is able to take out the Zenyatta, but it isn't enough. Attacc goes into rage mode from Monkey. A change from Naki Knives onto the Hog. Isn't able to get anyone. Estatica does get the pick onto Alka. A huge res from Butterfly 979 onto Alka, but is quickly taken out by Estatica right off. Nixie gets the kill onto Nak Knives there. And it looks like Team Fire, although when Hjönk Attacc get the point, they just come straight back and are able to take it back.
They also Aesthetic at the front and lost his life, and with that also the graph he had ready, but it would have been really not a follow-up to make this so useful, so we can't take it in any kind of sense. Like it would have been that great, the ultimate, even though it isn't invested at the end. So Hjönk Attacc, they're fighting a lot, and I think they're still needs to get the kind of strats right the Team Fire is using here. They're not going for the simply brawls. They're just going for more flexible compositions that the Team Hjönk Attacc might still need to get right and know how to really play with them. So we might see kind of a development, like evolving the Hjönk Attacc in towards today's scrim with each game, because I think they have the coach in the chat. Not sure though. Felix, you can give maybe input to that if the coach is there.
Yep, they have one of their coaches, actually, not their main coach. So they have Hayes, who is the off tank for Yoinkers, with them. So it's actually very good for Estatica and Attacc. They're having their tank coach with them, but I think Madimedea is also very needed as their main coach in Hjönk.
Hmm. Well, if at least one coach and also many media is on board, I think they might really learn out of the fights they had, and can probably come up with some solutions with those difficult situations they had.
I think
Yeah.
I think I just called their coach Madimedea when I meant to say Mikey, which I just completely messed up. That
I was a bit surprised.
yes, yeah, that,
I mean,
that was a mistake.
I mean, nothing against Maddie. Like, Maddie can be really intelligent, so maybe coach
Mhm.
potentially, who knows? But in this case, yeah, I think Maddie is focusing more on their own gameplay, because there's just so much to watch out for with a deadly team like Fire in this case. Just being hard annoying also for the backline. We saw it on really good, where we had like two different fights, and one in the like more in the center of the field, but more a bit separate, more farther away from their own backline, and while the backline was being attacked. So two separate fights, and the support somehow need to get the drip for that. I don't know how to call that out, like to call up to speak about that. It's just really difficult, and we hope that they can get some tips and tricks for that.
I
Okay.
must say, Hyuk must be improving on their dive, because they did very well to capture the point there from a very high plat team. But that's something Hyuk are just really. I think they're trying out, not trying to give away any tactics. They're just trying something new, just to try practice their dive against a higher team. But I feel like they did very well there, even though they lost a point.
I think so too. At least I think they learned with it, and they still accomplished something. And with that, I mean like captured point. I think they also followed some key points of their strats, where they were having some issues in the beginning. Looking at the high ground control on Ilios where you have like on the cliff side, you have this high ground where I think they used to have like they just try to play with that high ground, and this time they played like a lot more with it, and this is something they couldn't accomplish in the last scrims, at least, or at least some scrims we streamed before, and with that they have at least some kind of achievement, I would say, and just to keep grinding.
Mhm.
Okay. We could maybe talk about the upcoming one, the upcoming match, the map. It's Ilios Lighthouse. Let's bring some bright and fresh air into this thing, even though air can't be bright, but hey, anyway. The game is also starting already, so we can watch, look at the compositions instantly, and we see a double bubble composition with the Sombra and Tracer from the team Hjönk Attacc, while we have a brawl composition of Ryan Diva with the May edition.
Team Fire does make it their first second nipple, just scouting out to see who they can hack. Knack knives there, just in the backline, trying to get those picks. Adds up, does start by diving in, but is taken out by John on the Diva. Looks like Hjönk Attacc have decided to push back and wait for Adds up right there.
It's dived in deep, but there was just too much shield and bodies in the way, so they couldn't get any heal input really from Maddie into that. So it was kind of a dive into death, a bit unfortunate. Maybe didn't plan out properly, but also maybe a bit underestimated just the huge shield and Diva defense matrix. Maybe that just made it impossible for Attacc to stay alive long enough to actually have us jump back to the team. Now looking at the ults, we see the McCree also half to this ultimate here ready, and the McCree is also potentially really good to counter the Tracer and the Sombra with flashbang and left click headshot combination. So let's see if the Tracer and Sombra really works out.
Looks like there was a hack onto someone, or it was a try-hack. Ends up going in, trying to get, but does get stunned and killed by Alcal. Alcal does take out second nipple not that long after. Hjönk Attacc have decided to push back again. Knack Knives does get booped off as Tracer.
Now, Kali was really doing the damage output that's really needed, especially towards the squishies. The Hjönk Attacc still keeps to the compositions. I think if they don't succeed that good in the composition, they might at least hope for some good practice and understanding of the composition they're running and with the strats.
It looks like there's a hack onto the Diva there, so they can't get away. Adds up in a Maywall. Adds up does get frozen after he ults. Adds up trying to go for the Lucio there, but is taken out by Jono0902 there.
There's a noon zoning and a Mayo. That's it.
Victory.
Well, the fire wins. Well, I hope the Team Hjönk Attacc that the gooses are gonna get some water in to somehow control this huge fire in front of them. It's difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult. And they're running another control map now. It's gonna be Lijiang Tower. They're instantly getting to the game, probably waiting a bit until the coaches got their infos to the players, which really needed at the moment. They are kind of struggling, we could say. But I think that's just for the beginning, was the first map. Also, control points in general can be really dominated by severe teams where the playstyle just fits perfectly with it, while other teams are really popping off on more maps like TCP, Hybrid, Escort. It really doesn't really need to say that much if a team is doing that huge of a job in terms of the compositions and play with it on control maps. But now it's another control map. Ooh.
Yep, I must say, very strange composition from Hjönk Attacc. They're just trying new things. I think they want to run a Sombra, as they sadly have lost Lavash Kiri, who was a Sombra main, who was amazing at Sombra. But now they're just trying to find someone who's suitable for Sombra. Second Nipple trying to do the Sombra. I don't think they have that sort of connection as they did with Kiri, sort of the diving connection. It's sort of something they need to get used to, something they need to practice a lot more. But right now we're on not Gardens, Lijiang
Control Center.
Control Center, and hopefully to see some great things from Hjönk, like we did in the tournament.
Oh, it's a bit I mean, they're running summer compositions and it didn't work out. I would say it's just a Lavash difference here. We could say a Kiri difference. Getting into the game, we see the fast TP work.
Yep, looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to get there first. Looks like Jono0902 does take out the Adds Up and the Immortal Field. Second Nipple does able to take out the second Immortal Field from Team Fire, but Team Fire are able to follow up, taking out Second Nipple and Suicide. Hjönk Attacc do now have to push back all the way back to the spawn, wait for Adds Up to revive.
So you must know, at one side we have Ryan Diva Brody composition together with the more spammy addition with the Junkrat. Also Symmetra can be pretty fine for that too. And especially some great plays can be enabled with it, while the other side is playing with the Mei Broad composition. That can be really powerful on this map too.
Looks like Adds Up does get walled off, but is able to get help from Attacc there. Team Fire are just holding Hjönk Attacc here, waiting for ults. Kara does start off with a high noon and is not able to take out anyone, but a huge Maywall from Severin Sam is able to wall off Adds Up and take out Adds Up.
I think it's Slytherin Sam, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, they also have the Mail ready here in the upcoming fight. Besides that, not really ready another ult here because I just invested one, but that's the Riptire first.
Looks like a strange riptire from Knack Knives taking the TP. A huge freeze from Slithering Sam. Aesthetica wasn't able to predict where it was. Is able to take out the rest of Hjönk. Hjönk are just going to have to get back, but it looks like they're walled off from going into spawn. Aesthetica just trying to get back in is not able to. Hjönk are just going to have to try stay in spawn, maybe deal some damage from their spawn. Alcott does get the kill onto Aesthetica though. Looks like they're just holding here. Hjönk starting to get that ultimates up.
There are the first
Looks
two
like
ultimates.
a bomb from John is able to take out second nipple and Matty Medea's immortal field. Nixie takes out adds up and looks like they keep pushing in. Hjönk Tech are starting to get that also, so maybe we might just see something, but I don't think they have enough time to get to the end. A huge shatter from adds up right there, but it is not enough for them to get to the point.
Score
100% going here for the team fire. It's really difficult these times. They are not trying to somehow underperform. The team fire is trying the best and they're trying to really be prepared for the tournament. And it's a difficult situation for Hjönk Tech because it's not just a scrim where they can say, all right, we got some pretty powerful opponents here, so that's the thing. We can use it to work. Now, this is a more critical situation because the chance is there that they might play against them in the tournament, and if that's the case, they really need to not only play this scrim fully out and get as much experience as they can, but also work on the VOD codes as much as possible, because if it's not gonna work out as much as they need to, it's gonna be a big problem in the tournament.
Yep, that was a great try from Hjönk Tech. Saw some things you wouldn't generally see in scrims or generally. A tire teleport from Second Nipple and Knack Knives there. Wasn't able to get anyone, but it was kind of funny to see, and it could have actually worked well if they achieved it well. But I must say, the May walls from Slytherin Sam were astonishing, able to take wall off, adds up, Aesthetica, all of them, and it was just amazing to see them play.
Okay, now coming in with a symmetry from both sides, we see the TP on point.
Looks like they TP at the same time. Hjönk Tech are able to spread out first and take out. Adds up, does get frozen. No, Jono is able to follow up on that freeze and take them out. Hjönk Tech are going to have to push that back now. Maddie Medea is also taken out. Same with Second Nipple.
The objective is now active.
Okay, this was a kind of quick fight. I mean, those TP fights where both sides instant TP are normally well, attempted to really go faster. It's not really a big thing now, but it's a big thing for Hjönk Tech, because now they need to somehow get this old economy in a good way. Now they have the chance, and there's the TP.
Looks like Hjönk Tech take the TP in, but it gets May walled off, so they try to get anyone. A huge wall from Alka there is able to stop any incoming damage. Maddie Medea's Immortality Field gets taken out. Hjönk are getting pushed back. Hopefully they don't get walled off. Their adds up gets walled off. Statica able to get on top of the wall just to help. Adds up does get frozen though. It looks like a huge shatter from Nixie, followed up by the freeze. The Statica does get frozen, Second Nipple frozen as well. Looks like Hjönk are taken out here.
Oh, and NY, well, I'm not sure what the name of NY really is pronounced. NYY the 22 or so. Let's just call him NY.
NY, okay.
Alright, but it really seems that at least the map player and the team synergy is really on fire from the team fire.
Looks like Knack Knives has changed to the May. A shatter from Adds Up isn't able to take out anyone. Gets walled off. A huge beat from Suicide there, but it's not enough. Adds Up is taken out. Nicky Knives takes out their Mortality Field. Outcut Kali is following up, taking out Madibadea and second nipple. Hjönk are taken out there.
It's gonna be really difficult as Attacc goes for a touch, I think. But it's gonna be grabbed.
Huge grab from Jono, just trying to hold him off. Will Attacc be able to touch? He will not.
And there it is, another control point. Map is going to Team Fire. It's a 2-0 at the moment, but maybe the Hjönk Attacc might still have a chance for 1 point of those 3, and it's gonna be Gardens. Well, I think Gardens could change some stuff on this whole thing, because Hjönk Attacc has an interesting history with this map.
Yes, yes, they do. Especially one of their main tanks, who loves to run a little bit of a ball on here, but is unfortunate to see the edge of the world quite often.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, so we had normally Hjönk Attacc on this map being like playing double bubble composition in the beginning of as long as I know, like the first games we got streamed from them here on this channel and on this map was normally like a double bubble composition where they waited too long, where they were trying to figure out how to make the plays in the composition really work. And after some scrims later, they pulled some nice plays out and were able to really make this strat work. And I think since then the map was a pretty good one for them, and were performing in a good way. And I hope that it didn't change. More so, I think they even improved it. Coming here on this map with a nice Pharaoh Mercy edition, there might be some nice plays. But the Team Fire is going for the same strategy, even though they have a Tracer instead of McCree, like the Hjönk Attacc has.
3, 2, 1.
And there, the gates are opening. It's now the race to the point.
It looks like they are running double bubble. Knack Knives almost gets the boot onto NY there. Looks like Team Fire are able to get to the point first. Adds up going round behind, just trying to take out the squishies if there are any. Looks like Alclay on the far being able to not take out anyone though, but it looks like Team Fire are able to touch the point first. Adds up going to the point right there. Knack Knives is able to take out 2 of them. NY able to take out second nipple right there. Being behind them, taking out the support line. Adds up was too busy on the point, wasn't able to see behind that there was somebody on the supports. But it looks like from behind them, Sui and Aesthetica is able on the point to take out the rest of Team Fire.
This Pharaoh player, Nakavesi, is just insane. He just didn't only win the duel against the opponent's Pharaoh, made them actually switch the Pharaoh to an Echo. But his rockets are just so much on point. He actually got a Tracer with it too. Already having the barrage ready and annoying the Mercy a lot. See how that ends. We'll see some
Looks like they were going from the left side. A bomb from Slytherin Sam there. Huge barrage from Knack Knives right there, able to take out some Phobia. Suicide and Knack Knives are taken out. Second nipple gets the kill onto Slytherin Sam. Butterfly reses some Phobia. Second nipple able to take out Butterfly and Alkali again. Jono and NY are able to take out Aesthetica, and Aesthetica gets res by Sui. Looks like they're just trying to get to the point. Take out Aesthetica, takes out Jono. Aesthetica takes out Somniphobia there, and it looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to get the point back.
It's insane. We see the ults coming in here too, but it's not needed. Just continuing with the killing spree a bit. Getting them back to the spawn. Insane. Well, I was speaking about Hjönk Attacc really having a plan for this map, and it really seems to work. The ult economy looks fine too, and also making the opponent's team fire switch the heroes. Now they also forced the Sliver and Sam to play Widow to counter the Pharah.
Looks like the Nano onto adds up there, trying to take out the Widowmaker, who is behind Suicide, gets the Reds onto Knife, who was taken out by Slytherin Sam. Adds up ulting, is able to boop off Somniphobia, second nipple, High Noon Echo, High Noon's Echo's change, second nipple, then takes out Outcry, a huge grab from Jono, but isn't able to follow up from anything. Knives does, I've forgotten what it's called, and is able to take out the rest of the team. Hjönk are able to get it there.
Ah, damn, Hjönk Attacc! I'm so happy for you to win this map. Like, okay, I should be, I shouldn't take like any party here and stay neutral, but damn, I'm just like those plays we saw. That Hjönk Attacc really has the spirit to make plays work, and it was insane. That this team synergy worked out perfectly with the composition that's quite complicated too. It just wasn't one of the more simple ones where you are grinding on your personal things more. It's also about the grind of the synergy they got in such a long history of the Hjönk Attacc's Lijiang Tower Gardens map. And now looking at the upcoming map, it's going to be Hollywood. But before that, Felix, you have some final last words for the map we just saw. That was insane.
I must say, Hjönk Attacc, they haven't been practicing. Well, they must have been practicing their double bubble right there. I mean, we've seen that Hjönk Attacc have been okay with their double bubble, but they've just been practicing, and it's been paying off. And it's just amazing to see what they can do. And Knives on the Pharah, amazing to see, able to get those kills, able to take out a Pharah and make them switch. That is something you don't see every day. Just overall, the whole team being completely different on that last map.
Well, yeah, what else can I say to that? Indeed, I'm at the moment making some production work. So Felix, maybe like tell us a bit more about the Hollywood map. It's gonna be happening now.
Yep, Hollywood looks like Hjönk Attacc are planning to run double bubble on defense here, as it worked so well on the last map. Second nipple on the Sombra, again, not the same as Lavashkiri, but hoping to see some great things from them. Team Fire just going with a straight out brawl rush composition with Ryan Diva with a tour, but I think that might just be a wee fun bit. Slytherin Sam on the on the Widow, hoping to see some amazing headshots. Was able to take out Knives on the Pharah last map, but Hjönk were able to take them out. Adds up being able to go try take out Slytherin Sam. Hjönk Attacc do have Sui and Maddie Medea with them on support. Sui on the brig, just protecting Maddie Medea from any dives. Looks like Team Fire has actually turned into a full-on dive composition now, so it's a good thing. Sui side has changed to brig just to help Maddie Medea right there.
Felix, do something really quick. I need an invite to the game, and then that would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, just little NA moments. I'm online. Like that might help.
Yeah, I don't have you on this account, so I'm just trying
okay.
to. There we go.
We're seeing the production is working fast, even though the solution isn't that easy. And we might have some more, like some better colors now for the teams too. In this case, we've got the golden color for the team Hjönk Attacc and the complementary, color for the opponents, in this case Fire. Alright, you were already teasing the compositions there on the field, and well, Team Fire is the only team that's not ready yet. After the performance we just saw on Lijiang Tower Gardens, I think they have a good right to take some time and just like get some review into that and maybe look out and stay focused and take the series as they were already doing, I think.
Looks like there was a huge anti-nade from Maddie Medea right there, able to just get that ultimate charge for her. Looks like a dive onto the Attacc, who is up top. Attacc looking to counter charge to the backline support, is able to get a hack onto Somniphobia. Attacc being able to get out right now. Knives able to take out Alkali. Team Fire looks like they're being taken out by Attacc here. Attac's double bubble looks a lot stronger than Team Fire's double bubble right now. Knives on the Echo, sort of doing a lot of damage. Maddie Medea almost near that nano.
Now we saw on both sides attempts, and there's another dive.
Looks like as soon as they go for a dive, Attacc tries to go for a counter dive onto the back support. Is followed up by Now's Alkali, is taken out, takes out Attacc. Looks like a dive from NY there, isn't able to take out anyone. Second nipple takes out Slytherin Sam. Alkali is able to take out second nipple, and Know's like there, and it looks like Team Fire have been able to get one tick. Statica tries to get on point, isn't able to though. It looks like Team Fire has got the point as Attacc are pushing back to go onto the high ground now.
Some beautiful double bubble we see from the Team Fire. They have the Winston diving in, the bubble supporting, and the Echo player Akali is just not only enabling but making the plays needed to make this composition actually work. It's just not the Monkey that's doing the work with a lot of protection and enabling power from the teammates. But in this case, Akali is really the one needed wheel to make this car work. Now we're ready with the Monkey ult. They are ready to go in deep. Also the Echo might be a nice addition besides the Pulse Bomb, making some guys plays.
It looks like second nipple is behind, trying to get the hack onto the Ana there, so she can't throw any nades. Attacc gets taken out by Slytherin Sam right there. Attacc might have to push back as they don't have their main tank. Maddie Medea gets taken out by NY. Knives gets the kill onto Somniphobia. Attacc do get some kills here, but it's not enough. Team Fire are able to take the fight, maybe until the next point. Attacc may be able to push in with the ultimates they have.
Okay, now they still have the Echo ult, the Team Fire, while the opponents, the Attacc, have it ready too. Probably those copies are gonna make the plays. There's a Nano.
Nano onto NY, a huge pulse bomb from Slytherin Sam, a change from Alkali there onto the Monkey, and it looks like Team Fire with, I'd say, 2 ults right there are able to finish the fight and make it to the next point, but I must say, Slytherin Sam with that pulse bomb was amazing.
I still keep running a bit. We're just searching for some targets that's not gonna be supported that much. Well, Aesthetica is being over. Or Aesthetica. Right now they're keeping like try to get the high ground ready, and Y is still there, but sees that the Hjönk Attacc is going for the high ground too. They have 4 people there, while Team Fire has like up to 3 probably going there. Oh, that was a nice attempt.
Attacc going in for the dive. NY gets a kill on second nipple. Looks like NY does turn go into rage mode, but Knives changed to Monkey and has NY push back. NY just trying to get the good fight, trying to take out Sue, but it's not enough. Slytherin Sam takes out Attacc. Slytherin Sam taking out Aesthetica as well. NY still trying to take out the back support here and is able to. Maddie Medea goes down quickly after suicide. Looks like Team Fire are now pushing to the point. Attacc with the rage mode, just trying to get to the point. Looks like there was an anti onto Rage Monkey. Attacc a change from Alkali is and a grab from Aesthetica isn't able to get anyone. A huge pulse bomb onto suicide here, and I know onto Aesthetica is able to take out the copy from Alkali. Second nipple able to take out Slytherin Sam right there. Attacc onto the ball here, trying to stall as long as they can. Looks like Attacc have stalled for quite a long time here, but a rage mode coming in from NY, trying to take out Maddie Medea behind, but is going to the team for help. Suicide just trying to protect that Ana there. Adds up trying to take out the back line. Is taken out by Jono 902 though. NY tries to take out Second Nipple. Second Nipple is able to take out NY, and looks like Hjönk Attacc are putting up a really good fight for this right now. NY gets res, but then quickly slept. Looks like Knack Knives has changed to Tracer, gets a pulse bomb, but isn't able to get anyone with that. Somniphobia, Second Nipple onto the High Noon, isn't able to take out anyone. Looks like Team Fire are able to get the point.
That was a really long fight. I'm sure they stagger like a minute or so at the end. Insane. I'm a bit positively, of course, surprised how the Hjönk Attacc went for such a long stagger. Seemed like they not only had the strats for doing so, the timing, but also went with some nice ability usage and played it out nice enough to at least stagger it a long time, even though they didn't really seem to have the advantage on that fight. They still pulled it out, but Team Fire had more disadvantages at the end with playing against the time, because the Hjönk Attacc had the advantage with the spawns nearby. So yeah, props going here to the Team Fire more, I would say, and just wow on both sides at the end.
Some great defensive plays at the end from Hjönk Attacc. I must say, Slytherin Sam on that Tracer right there, getting that, I think it was it might have been double kill pulse bomb to get to the second point was very amazing. But also just being able to follow up with the Winston NY right there, able to take out anyone he just damages. Hjönk Attacc saw that Tracer, it was actually a really good pick, because it's very hard to stun Tracer as a Brig or try to protect the Ana as a Brig from a Tracer, because zapping around. So it looks like Knack Knives did try to get to the Tracer, trying to take out the backline. It looks like they held him off for a wee while there, but it was just not enough for Hjönk Attacc to hold the final point.
Okay, now, well, their defense looked, from the Hjönk Attacc, seemed to be pretty fine at this staggering part. So with that, I would say props on overtime management. I would say in 2CP, especially on the second point, they might be able to pull out this kind of competence and make it go huge. But now on this hybrid map, I'm looking out for a pretty strong attack composition. The Attacc gameplay we saw at the moment in the last maps was sometimes more of a diving and not getting the support needed to make those dives really work out. So we hope that he actually gets the resources from the team that are needed, and also the timing and the synergy with it too, of course, it's always needed to make Double Bubble really work, because it just sometimes sets up, seems to walk in a bit alone, or maybe the communications also lacking could be one of the reasons for those kind of circumstances. But we also saw it on Control Center on Hjönk Tower, where Attacc went in as Ryan and the team was just not following in the mail wall placed behind him. What was a really easy one for Slytherin Sam to pull out, because it was just so much meters in between the team and Attacc. So I hope that the whole team is going for intense attack, and that the wins from Attacc coming now on this attack is going to really have the support from the DPS, and maybe also from the supports. All right. And also there goes the gift that Nate sent to Attacc, the subscription to the channel with the 10,000 channel points. Nice grind, Nate. Love to help viewers like you. And the game is starting.
It looks like Team Fire have gone for a double shield here. Attacc trying to go in for the dive onto the window. Slytherin Sam is able to take out Attacc there, sort of knowing that he would get dived and then just grappling back. Second Nipple as Sombra trying to get a hack behind. Scouting, seeing if he can take out the Torb, maybe Torb turret, or just try try to take out anyone. Southern Sam getting the pick onto Estatica right there. Suicide and Knack Knives right here in the left, just trying to hold, waiting for their team to go around left. Adds up going for the up rope scan, gets halted by NY there. Slytherin Sam is up top now, just trying to get those snipes onto the back line. Maybe Estatica or Maddie Madare. Hjönk Attacc going for the high ground from behind here, trying to maybe go dive in double bubble as soon as it is. Looks like there's a double bubble. Adds up isn't able to make it though. Looks like Slytherin Sam does grapple to the other side. Outglide takes out Knacky Knives. Knacky Knives gets res as up, gets taken out by NY. Estatica takes out the torp turret, but it's not enough. They'll probably have a torp turret back very soon. Hjönk Attacc are going to have to push back now as what they are doing. Sights coming in from Slytherin Sam. That means that Sombra is now being seen. Estatica up there alone all years with Maddie Madare. Maddie Madare trying to get an anti. Adds up going in for the dive again. Huge anti onto the Orisa from Maddie Madare, but it's no help. Sam Smith gets the kill onto Adds up. Looks like Team Fire are able to hold it very well. Hjönk Attacc are trying to push in, gets the kill onto Slytherin Sam. A Valk from Suicide there. Second nipple does get taken out. Estatica gets the pick onto the turret. Hjönk Attacc are just trying to get up there to try stay alive, but it looks like Maddie Madare is taken out. Estatica now having to push back.
Okay, so we saw some intense matchup here. We had the rotations, we had the Slytherin Sam just going as near as possible, and now we have a pause. Felix, can you give us some input about the pause?
There is no information in the chat right now. That pause was unprovoked. Maybe it's something on the client side, although I think the person who is running... It looks like Adds Up internet connection has gone, and we'll have to have a pause here.
Well, I'm not sure if he had his ultimate ready. But that would have been... that would be definitely kind of a problem, because they only have 1 minute 30 left. I'm not sure if they actually gain enough ult charge for the monkey now, if they're sticking to the double bubble composition. But if not, it's gonna be rough. The Nano could probably sustain him long enough so Nakivesi on the Echo gets enough value with the Echo ultimate, but it really needs to work out then. At least we've got the EMP and the graph, so those two in general make a good combination. Just watch out for Butterfly that you also catch this Zenyatta player with the EMP, because this player is already to 82% of the Transcendence, so really close. Joel is in the chat just commenting with legs up. Love those kind of jokes. Just a quick notice. We also got some new followers to the channel. Just want to say thank you to those. We have Bastion 10,012, Don Cachopo. Thank you for the follow, and thank you Tom060906. I wonder when your birthday is. It seems like your birthday, maybe not. Alright, Swiss Shoggy, hello to the channel. What did you join here? Well, Hjönk playing, yeah, of course. It's a Hjönk against Team Fire game. We can maybe switch to the camps right now while the game is being paused. It's a really interesting matchup because those two teams are in the Ram Arena tournament and didn't fight against yet, but could be in the future. The game is starting again. I think Adds Up is back.
Adds Up is back, which is surprising because you don't generally see that, do you?
Is this maybe something changed from like we got a nice Overwatch patch. But Hjönk Attacc went for interesting rotations here. They probably go again for the high ground rotation because they really don't want to do this Slytherin Sam that goes for cheesy routes.
Maddie Madare almost does get taken out there by the Tortora. Adds Up goes in for the dive. Looks like a Molten Core from Alkali there. A change from Knack Knives. Adds Up goes into Rage mode while nanoed, which means less damage, but is able to knock back a flux from Neck Knives there, and it looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to take out the team and just win the point.
Okay, those two ultimates were just popping off and were really doing the job that was hardly needed to succeed. They were struggling a lot, and after like 2.5 minutes, they finally got those ultimates needed and presented them perfectly. Nakivase's Sigma play was on point, the stunts were there, and also adds up as always. As soon as he is his ultimate, he can finally pull out his full potential of usefulness. There's the dive.
Looks like a huge EMP from Second Nipple there. Isn't able to take out anyone. Southern Sam takes out Neck and Knives. Butterfly able to take out Second Nipple and adds up there. So it shows you how much damage a Zen can do. Hjönk Attacc now have to push back.
Indeed, this butterfly is, yeah, well, causing a lot of damage and trouble. Ever heard of the butterfly effect? That can be like quite crucial. I would say we got this kind of effect right on the Team Fire's team. It's the little things that just cause them the biggest damage after all. Even though I wouldn't consider butterfly as a little thing in this case. They were all just like, well, you're gonna just kind of waiting. They don't want to really fight against Thurl and Sam's deadly headshots hitting Widow.
Looks like a huge flux from Jono 902 there is able to take out Estetica. Estetica used his bubble a bit too early there, wasn't able to protect himself.
Okay, this is really a really difficult situation. Because on one side we have, well, actually for both sides it's a bit critical because they're always investing in ultimate. They're getting this time in their in favor of their side, but they don't have that many ults now.
Looks like Adds Up is taken out by NY. Sort of like Team Fire was able to predict where they were coming from. Adds Up gets raised by Suicide and then Nanoed. Huge grab from Estetica, but a huge trans from Butterfly right there, able to save the team. Adds Up does get knocked off when he is Nanoed. It looks like that trans was not enough. Estetica, Neck Knives, and Adds Up are able to take out 3 of the Team Fire. Are now pushing back. Second Nipple able to take out Jono. Let's see if Team Fire are able to take the point back for the last 30 seconds.
So it just took some time, some ultimates, but now Nakavasi is the only person in the Hjönk Attacc team with an ultimate, with the Dragon ult. Well, as well, the opponent's Team Fire only have 1 DPS ult and it's the High Noon, so the ultimates are not gonna be the big ones, making this fight clear.
I'm surprised to see Hjönk Attacc have got off the point, or there's only one person on the point and it is overtime. Suicide tries to get back on, is able to, a huge dragon from Neck Knives there, isn't able to take out anyone. Suicide reses Second Nipple, quickly taken out by NY. Adds Up coming in though, taking out Somniphobia, followed up by Statica, and Second Nipple taking out the rest of the team.
I have 1 on the payload and a lot of players, and they're going to high ground for the good positions. Also, and I get them up there. They want to have the alternates right on time. The ultimates look pretty fine for the Hjönk Attacc because they have almost the nano there and the High Noon on the high ground position. Can be well, that can be good. Maybe looking for some plays, but now Team Fire goes to the high ground.
American Eyes takes out Butterfly there, who has switched to Lucio. Adds Up going in for the dive for the Rex. The BAP Adds Up does get taken out by Jonathan. A High Noon from Second Nipple, but it's not enough, and Fire wins the match.
Really unfortunate. They got boofed off from the point. And I think one of the few heroes that could have reacted fast enough to really touch the point could have been McCree, but being in the High Noon, he can't use his ability that gives him this this kind of movement. The role that could have maybe reached for the payload fast enough, but even then there was just the whole team of Team Fire ready. They already got 2 picks, even though Team Hjönk Attacc got, I think, 1 loser pick before that. Still, we still saw some insane performance from the Team Hjönk Attacc. I think when they would have had more time on the second point, they could have come for some more huge plays, and they actually went for insane plays. They popped off really hard. Akavesi also showed that Slytherin Sam just can't do the sniping job the whole time without being punished. The Hanzo from Akavesi was just pumping headshots with the storm arrows and getting also more skills than just that. If they would have had more time, who knows? Maybe they would have reached also to the final point of the map. But that's part of it. You need to play the first point properly to succeed win on hybrids.
Mm-hmm. Team Fire did very well there. I'm surprised Hjönk Attacc at the end, when it did get into overtime, left one on a point. It sort of looked as they were sort of baiting, saying, oh, there's only one in the cart, and then sent out the dragon. But that could have been what they were planning, don't really know. We will be seeing, looks like we will be seeing 5 matches today, as those 4 matches were going very, very fast. But hoping to see some great things on... this is... What is this map called? I keep on forgetting.
Dorado.
Dorado. But yeah, hoping to see some great things. Sad we're not going to see a 2CP, although we might see a 2CP, as there is still one more match to go. We generally see in scrims, it's generally a King of the Hill, then two cart movement things. I don't know what they're called. I keep on forgetting.
Escort.
My brain is not. Yep, escort. My brain is not working so well.
I don't know. Just say parallel map.
Yeah. And then we generally see a 2CP at the end, but it looks like we're going to see 2 escorts and 2 King of the Hills. Maybe we'll see a 2CP at the end. Not sure.
Okay, but talking again about this current map, it's gonna be Dorado, like we talked about, and we have a double bubble composition on both sides, played with well, on one side with the Sombra, on the other one the Slytherin Sam and the Tracer.
Looks like Attacc gets dove by NY there and is taken out by Alkali. I must say Alkali and NY have a good chemistry. It looks like NY goes in, deals the damage until they're half health. Alkali comes in and just sends out that beam and takes out anyone who is there.
So this trying to step back here, the Hjönk Attacc, probably waiting for the right time. The team is now back, while the opponents, the Team Fire, are at one side setting up on the bridge and going for the nice positions. Ooh, nice first pick. My Kali. Echo's going deeper and deeper right now.
Looks like Hjönk are waiting for that big dive onto the point, but get dove first. Attacc going for the counter dive onto the back support. Huge anti onto NY from Maddie Medea there. A hack onto Butterfly. Make sure you can't get any of those reds. NY takes out Attacc. Knack Knives takes out Butterfly. It looks like NY is diving into the back now, but is looking for Statica to stop dealing that frontline damage. Second nipple on the point, just making sure it gets the hack onto Alkali. NY in the back, just taking out the back support. Attacc trying to get in to help, but it's just a bit too late. NY trying to take over and just get Attacc so he gets a bad spawn and more time, but it looks like Team Fire is able to get the first point and Hjönk Attacc have to push back.
Fire with optimal performance. We see the Wind Snort is ready, the Echo is ready, the Slytherin Sam. Well, of course the Pulse Bomb is ready, and the Nano also almost to be there. The Hjönk Attacc really are not looking that good into the upcoming fight. Maybe they should invest ults, maybe like try to get some ults out of the opponents. Maybe they just play it out perfectly. Huge anti-nade.
A huge bubble from Jonathan onto NY. NY goes into rage mode, trying to take out the backline. Nano onto Attacc there. Attacc able to take out some Nephobia, trying to take out the Echo as well. Now isn't able to. Butterfly gets red onto Slytherin. Jono takes out Attacc. Team Fire looks like they are winning the fight here, but Naki Knives comes in with the change onto Mercy. Looks like we might see some battle. Mercy plays here, gets a res, tries to get the res onto Suicide, isn't able to though. Oh, sorry, it was not Suicide, it was, I think it was Attacc. Looks like Hjönk are able to stop them for now. NY coming in, Attacc goes into rage mode, just trying to push them back, stop them holding the point to get the advantage here. Second Nipple gets the kill onto second Butterfly. NY now pushing back, trying to help the support line who gets dove from Naki Knives.
Still annoying the backline a lot. There's another ultimate going in.
Gets a kill onto Medea. Suicide res his second Nipple. Jono gets the kill onto Suicide. Naki Knives gets a kill onto Somniphobia. Jono, and looks like Hjönk, even though there were a few kills that are able to hold the point, even though looks like actually now second Nipple was the only one on point and wasn't able to. Team Fire have just made it to the second point.
Oh, okay, that's a really long fight, but at the end Team Fire really pulled out the place and they're still running with a lot of ultimates. We had 3 and almost 4 here incoming, while, well, we at least have 3 ultimates here from the Hjönk Attacc, so they could be, you know, a bit creative, experiment, and go in here huge if they have the stretch to go for. Attacc.
It looks like Attacc going in for the dive, but is then followed by NY. Sui in the back line just does get taken out by Outcry there. NY going in for the kills, is able to, going in rage mode, which is really strong here, just holding them back in the spawn, takes out Mandy Medea right here. Hjönk Attacc do have to hold, wait until all their supports are back to get on the point to see if they can just stall it for one more time.
It's really intense now. We have a lot of ultimates from them. Here the grab is gonna annoy them.
A huge grab from Jono there, isn't able to take out anyone. Looks like a change from Outcry to Winston, try to get that rage mode. A huge sleep from Mandy Medea, just letting her sleep. A res from Suicide, Attacc trying to take out NY right here. Attacc coming in from the back line, huge raid mode from Outcry, but then quickly gets taken out from the sleep. NY takes out Suicide, Attacc takes out NY. It looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to win this fight, although Team Fire have a lot of time left on the board.
It was a really difficult fight for the Team Hjönk Attacc, but at the end they pulled out enough discipline and they played it out perfectly and have the point back. Like we saw the performance. Ooh, there was a pulse bomb attempt.
Looks like the whole support line, except from Attacc goes for the grab, is able to adds up, throwing it up. Naki Knives able to take out Butterfly and some Phobia. Attacc can take out Jono. NY takes out Mandy Medea though. Looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to win the fight there with only using 2 ults, which was very good.
NY really was able to not only sustain himself good enough on this one attack attempt, he caused at least 2 kills and also pressured second Nipple a lot, so this play couldn't get any value. So was controlling half of the team, and still Hjönk Attacc pulled out some good plays and managed to get this win out of the fight without NY really realizing it, because he was just going on a killing spree. Are they probably gonna try to go for another dive, but before that, oh, Attacc goes in first.
Looks like Hjönk didn't recognize that the Slytherin Sam was taking the payload for a while. Then second Nipple does find out. Jono able to take out Attacc there. This is a good time for Team Fire to push in. Looks like they're in. NY takes out Mandy Medea. Second Nipple takes out Outcry. Butterfly taking out Naki Knives and second Nipple right there. Hjönk Attacc can't really do anything. Sui with the Valk right here. We might see a nano from Mandy Medea. A res onto second Nipple. A grab while there was a nano on Attacc. Slytherin Sam able to get the bomb onto a Attacc, but it's not enough. Hjönk Attacc are able to hold the fight for a while. Asleep onto NY while he's in rage mode. Does get woken up, but is very low health. And it looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to hold the push again. Maybe NY is not able to get out for the final fight. They'll have to group up now. They're starting to get ults. Hopefully, we'll see something good.
All right. So, well, just like I said, at Hollywood they were doing insane work with the spawn advantage, and here they're doing it again. They have 2 and almost 3 ults to Hjönk Attacc. Maybe they're gonna pull it out again.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Looks like a copy onto the McCree there from Outcry, able to take out second nipple, and Maddie Medea adds up trying to go in for the dive just to push him back. Adds up gets the kill onto the copy, second nipple gets rezzed by Suicide. Adds up on the point, stalling with Sui and Estatica, trying to get on that ball from NY, just holding the point. Huge beat from Butterfly there, able to take out Adds up. Maddie Medea on the Lucio, just trying to hold up, but gets booped and taken out by Butterfly.
Well,
Score.
that was strong.
Switching sides.
I was cheering for the Team Hjönk Attacc. They played it really good, and the Old Academy was also in their favor. Team Fire only came up with 1 ultimate at the beginning of the fight. But wow, Team Fire, these shoutouts, because you're really doing a lot in your scrims, and I really think you're at this point a bit intimidating once you people try to get you guys angry. Wow, insane. Also, we see. Wait a moment, just let me catch up on the chat. What did I miss? Let's see. Felix.
Looks like there's just going to be a 5th map after this map. That's what was in the chat.
Yeah, and the reason because why the Team Fire are in blue. We just go with the blue fire, but the thing is, I wanted to use the golden color for the Team Hjönk Attacc, even though we could go for the orange one. Might be a better pick. And because it's today's stream is actually going for the Team Hjönk Attacc, we're gonna prefer those colors, like their colors, and the opponents. So just that the spectators, like the viewers like you, can see it a bit better. We have it in the complementary color, so you really see those two sides in a really good difference. However, I hope you just get what I want to say. It's pretty difficult to catch up in the fight when 2 colors are pretty similar to each other.
As we're on a sort of a time stop here, I should probably say you should go check out Discord in the chat, and also merch and some amazing jerseys for Hjönk Attacc. Hoping to expand the art range, the different type of merch we're doing. Just hoping to see amazing stuff from the merch, and also join our Discord for any announcements or anything like that, for any live events. We do also community events such as Among Us. If you like Among Us, we do this thing called Pugs, which is just a 6v6 fun generally. So just if you want to join the Discord, you can.
Well, also just noticed we have this is one of the reasons why it's really worth it to join the Discord. We just got some nice news about the Ram Arena tournament that's going at the moment, and I think from Fridays to Sundays we are also producing the whole thing. For
also, if Area 51 Gaming in chat might want to maybe put the YouTube link for Ram Arena in chat, so you can check out the VODs from the tournament. We have now a YouTube channel for the tournament, so if you want to check out any of the VODs that happened, tournament games, you can go there.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point you're making there. No, also, one of the nice things about our Discord is you also stay tuned for some special announcement. Like in this case, seems like we have a Ram Arena Week 1 highlights video where I'm really hyped for. Damn. I mean, a damn highlight video. Who doesn't like those? Maybe I actually get I'm allowed to also present it live on the stream, but maybe later I would like probably ask Cal about that. Don't even know from who this video is made. I think it's from Orzi or from Run 1.
Speaking about tournaments, you're not going to be in Ram Arena tournament, are you? You're in Diamond Pack.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
were in Black Pack though, so that's a good chance for Gold Attack to win then.
I actually also casted one game already. Right.
Yep.
We should probably talk about the game.
Yeah. Yes. Looks like Hjönk Attack do get the point very pushed quite a bit far, but NY comes in with the dive right here, just stopping the point from being captured. Adds up, going in for the counter dive onto the back line, but NY follows up and tries to take out Adds up. It's not enough though. Adds up backs up, and Adds up is just going in and out, trying to take out the back line, but Alkali is able to take out Adds up. Hjönk Attack are just pushing the point. Team Fire are backing up just so they can let Hjönk Attack maybe just regain, giving them a bit of help, but also maybe there's some coordination to it.
And now we see Attacc again going for another dive.
NY going for the dive onto Adsup as well after Adsup dives. Jono 0902 gets the kill onto second nipple. Hjönk Attack looks like Adsup is pushing the cart without Team Fire knowing. Team Fire trying to just take out the backline. Second nipple, Knack knives on the Sombra now. Hacks a Winston. Tried to take out the Winston but is helped by Jono with the bubble there. Bob from Slytherin Sam there. Looks like isn't able to is taken out by Adsup straight after though. Hjönk Attack are going to have to push back now while there is still a Bob on point. Butterfly 979 has res Slytherin Sam back, so we should see some great things. Adsup gets the kill onto Jono 0902. Then NY turns rage mode, trying to get the backline, gets hacked and slept from Knack Knives there, and Maddie Madare. Second nipple gets rezzed from Suicide. Slytherin Sam kills Suicide though, and NY kills Maddie Madare. It looks like Team Fire is winning the fight right here. Actually, it looks like Hjönk Attack won the fight. Even though Team Fire did get a lot of the kills there. Team Fire just looking stalled now. Adds up going in a dive onto the Mercy. Isn't able to get the Mercy as it was bubbled by Jono. Hjönk Attack now pushing back. Might not be a good idea because that means Team Fire have regained their troops now.
A lot of force, and Hjönk Attack, they didn't only push the payload almost until the end of the first point, but also achieved 5 ultimates. I wonder why they didn't use it now before. Maybe Suicide used his ultimate, but well, the Team Fire used a lot of ultimates to somehow get off control, and this still didn't work out that much like it probably would like it to have. So look out for the ultimates coming in here.
Looks like NY tries to get the dive onto Maddie Madare, is able to. Jono gets Knack Knives. An EMP from Knack Knives right here. Second nipple takes out Slytherin Sam. Changes to Zarya. Suicide reses Knack Knives right here. Sleep onto the raging Adsup, but then gets wakened from the grab. A huge grab from Alkali right there. Able to take out Knack Knives. Adsup able to take out Butterfly. Alkali gets the kill on Suicide, and looks like Hjönk Attack are able to get the point.
They're pushing a bit out. Those last targets which are not getting healing. And they made it. Nice dueling on the high ground. Whoa, and even Nekavesi got the kill onto Ash. Okay. Well, a lot of investments later. The payload arrived. It seemed a bit. I'm not sure if we could talk about the C9 here, but at least there was a lot of work that somehow came into favor of Hjönk Attack, even though there were people from Team Fire fighting.
Looks like Knack Knives starts the fight by taking starts the fight by taking out Knack Knives. Hjönk Attack in the building. NY and Jono are just in the building, ready with the ults. NY does go Rage Mode outclass, takes out Maddie Modesto, gets the res onto Knack Knives. Knack Knives kills, then kills Slither and Sam. NY does take out Estatica. Looks like now Hjönk Attacc have to push back and rethink their plans.
Okay, now Suicide, Estatica, and Medimedier, all three have the ultimates. Well, besides the Nano, well, the Mercy ult might be not that powerful, but I think at least the Graph is gonna enable Second Nipple's Echo ult because it's just really helpful for generating the last bit of ult charge. So there's a lot of potential for Hjönk Attacc to pull out more ultimates than needed to win a fight. But now on the other side we have 5 ultimates from the Team Fire. They really don't want to lose this point. That's the first one.
There's a huge grab from Jono0902 there. Isn't able to take out anyone. NY takes out Adzup and Maddie Medea. A change from Outcry goes into Rage Mode, trying to get the backline. Estatica deciding to just fall off the edge to make sure nobody else gets any ult charge.
Estatica knows that his body has value. In this case, ult charge for the enemies if they wanna get this kind of feed. So intelligent move, and they just invested a Mercy ult and got out of the opponent's team a Graph and an Echo ult, both pretty powerful in comparison to the Valkyrie. I would say that's a good deal. So moving to the upcoming one, they're gonna have a rough time, Team Fire, to compete.
Looks like Adzup goes into change Rage Mode. Butterfly does go into Valk. Jono takes out Suicide. Second Nipple does take out Somnophobia though, and Knack Knives follows that up by taking out Outcry. Second Nipple finishes it by taking out Butterfly, but then is taken out by Slither and Sam. A huge grab from Estatica, just trying to get to the point. Knack Knives on the point. EMPs, solo EMPs NY, but it's not enough. NY able to ult and take out knockback Knack Knives. And knock back the res that Suicide tried to do. A copy from Second Nipple there onto the Monkey and does get nanoed as well. Estatica does change ball. NY gets killed onto Maddie Medea. Suicide on the point, just trying to hold. Adds up also there now. Hjönk Attacc are trying their best to hold, but it is just not enough. Estatica is the only one on the point right now able. So let's see if he's able to hold. See if anyone is, and it looks like it's not. Maddie Medea. No, it looks like Knack Knives is Tracer still on the point. Maddie Medea tries to get there quick by Lucio, but is quickly punched by the Doomfist.
Okay, that's a difficult one. Like really. Well, at one side I would like to give compliments to Team Fire for this kind of work, but on the other side, I would also say a look out for the ult economy, because there were a lot of ultimates ready when the fight was about to start on both sides. So I just hope for a quicker usage of those. But hey, also shoutouts to the dear Mommy 1 on a Million, also called Felix, for gifting another sub here to Lavash Curie. What a lucky person.
Looks like now we're going to the Temple of Anubis for the final map. Getting the two CP that I was hoping for, especially being Anubis. A lot of people really hate Anubis. The way I spell Anubis is Anoobis, sort of having the word noob in there because it's not a very good map. Although I do quite like it. But let's just see. Hjönk Attacc, I know they know how to sort of brawl on this map, but their double bubble has been going phenomenally. I'm not sure if that is a word. Phenomenally.
I think so.
But let's hope if they can pull it off here. They know how to run brawl very well, but they're just trying new things, and I must say they've improved so much on double bubble. I think even during this match they've learned just a lot, being although they haven't won any points, but Team Fire are actually the 3rd highest seeded in the tournament, so it's probably quite hard to fight against them. So this is just them sort of seeing what they can get against them before they fight up, or just seeing what they can do before they fight.
Okay, also we finally fixed the scoreboard. Now it's working again and should work in the future again too. Team Fire is scoring 4 points. Was it? I think.
Yep.
4 points to 0. Last time Fire went with a 5-0 against the Attacc, and now it's Hjönk Attacc struggling. But on 2CP, you never know. Maybe they're just gonna stomp them with their nice strats and just go with one roll and go insane. I think Attacc also had one map win against Diamondpack in the past, where the Master Pack, like the whole squad from Master Pack used to be in the Diamond Pack. They just all like leveled up to the Master Pack. So when they used to play Diamond, they actually lost the Hanamura map to the Plat Pack, or at least in terms of time bank, because the Hanamura strat from Plat Pack was just played out too good. And so I also think that Hjönk Attacc might pull out some nice rotations, some nice go fors, and maybe show Team Fire that there's really a competition for them. It's not just that easy as they probably would assume now, with the score on the scoreboard being that high.
But yeah, this is also, I think, a good challenge for Hjönk Attacc to see what they can get away with from the third highest seeded from the tournament, as their next fight is actually against the highest seeded team on in the tournament. So they're just seeing if they maybe could run double bubble, or just try some things to see if they could do it in the tournament. But looks like Hjönk Attacc aren't really prepared to fight against them doing double bubble, but they have definitely improved.
Well, both teams are still preparing. Interesting here, we see on the defense side the Pharaoh, where I'm interested to see how that works out. Nakivesi was popping off really hard on Lijiang Tower Gardens. And then we see a poll suggestion there in the chat from me, 1 in a million. Will Hjönk win this map, this round? Let's see, maybe I can make this poll to make that work. I'm not sure if Hala at the moment is here to... Yeah, I can actually make it. I can make it.
Looks like we're starting the round here. Start off with a huge anti-nade from Madimidea onto their spawn. Just maybe just get that ult charge again. There's a sniper from Silver Sand trying to take out the backline. Maybe try to take out Madimidea. A dive from NY right here, trying to take out Suicide, but it's just not enough. They are pushing very well forward. Adds up trying to go in behind. Knack Knives able to take out Butterfly. NY taking out Knack Knives straight after. Jono takes out Suicide. There are no reds. Adds up trying to take out the backline, but it isn't enough. Adds up gets taken out by Somniphobia.
It's really intense now. We see the rotations from Maddie and Aesthetica trying to somehow get away. Well, Nakavesi is now really close to the barrage. So that's one ultimate for the team Hjönk Attacc. And they're switching the Winston to Reinhardt. Well, Attacc finally on his, I think, most favorite hero, the Reinhardt. There could be some game-changing moments now. Yeah. Just saying. I mean, you probably can make Reinhardt really work out on this map, and now Attacc finally being in his element. Just want to show off. The opponent's only Akali a bit close to the ult together with, of course, the Nano, but it's pretty easy to farm. Whoa!
Looks
What
like
is
Nex
there?
does take out Somnophobia and Slytherin Sam right there. And White going in for the backline. Wait, no, they're on attack. What am I thinking? Just trying to get round, trying to get Knack Knives, who is going around taking out the backline. But it's not enough. Alkali does get some sticky nades onto Knack Knives there, but it's just not enough. Trying to just take out Knack Knives as long, but Sui is staying by Knack Knives' side just to heal them up. NY gets the nano onto the monkey in the backline, adds up charges onto NY, then gets the nano from Adimidaire. Alkali does change to Zarya here, does a huge grab, is able to take out Estatica and Naki Knives there, but it's not enough. Adds up, able to take out Alkali at the end. Looks like Hjönk Attacc are able to hold the second point for now.
Close, you could assume, but I see 0% for the team Fire. I would say that they finally got the roster really sticking together, and the poll I'm just seeing with 73% just saying sadly no. I'm saying they finally got the Ryan player in the roster. The Pharah is popping. I say there's hope. I say there's hope for Hjönk Attacc, and you should just be on the winning side. I tell ya. He's the first pick.
I must say, Knack Knives doing work on their backline as the Pharah. Hjönk Attacc have got a lot of their ults. I'm pretty sure Hjönk Attacc can easily outbrawl these. This is their best sort of play. They can pull Statica on the Zarya, adds up on the Rhine, just ready to take out whatever's in front of them. Starting off with second nipple, taking out Alkali from the background, and we get a pause.
Let me guess. Akali has a disconnect or something, or because he surprisingly just walked towards Adsup's shield and just made a flop onto the ground. There was no reason to just run into his own death. Yeah, there's the disconnect. Okay.
And I think it might have been a rage quit from that play from Alkali there. No, I think it might just be some internet issues.
Well, Akali was just running like an insane person towards Adsup's giant Reinhardt completely alone, and leaving the game. Maybe it's a rage quit. Who knows? But yeah, the second nipple comes in handy. Nice one, Phoenix Tears. Although we see a lot of spirit in the chat, I love that. Well, it's just 3 minutes for the team Fire to succeed, and they have only one ultimate so far to succeed, while Hjönk Attacc has 5 ultimates to work with.
I think Hjönk Attacc also have to use those ult sparingly. Estatica almost has his grav, so we might see some grav barrages plays from him and Knack Knives. Here adds up with his shatter, but he generally gets like a 5-man shatter off usually, so I won't be surprised seeing anything from him. But hopefully, or not hopefully, I'm rooting for Hjönk Attacc here, even though it should be non-biased. Maybe Team Fire are able to bring in the ults and take out Hjönk Attacc.
I mean, it's a pretty rough match in general. So
There's the grab barrage from Knack Knives able to take out 4 of them. Looks like Somnophobia wasn't able to get that Umo in time, and it was just not enough for Team Fire to win the point.
And even there, the soldier close to their own spawn, killed by Nakavezi's barrage. I mean, you just see 1 minute later, there's again the ultimate from Nakavezi. Just the damage boost is really doing enough, and his play with the map, so this play doesn't get that much of damage, but both hit scales from the Team Fire is just good Pharaoh play. Already 60% to the barrage.
Looks like Adds Up shatters right into the shield right there, but Adds Up does take out some Somnophobia. Suicide Rez's Nakinai feels taken out by Slytherin Sam. Hjönk Attack, even though that was not a good shatter, Adds Up is able to have his team follow up and take out the whole of Team Fire.
There you see it. 1 minute later, Nakavezi again on the barrage, like a good Pharaoh player should always try to achieve on the defense. Well, yeah, Adds Up did shatter into a shield. Did he show dominance? Maybe. They won the fight, so we just count it as a dominance move. And before that, Adds Up got a really early pick onto the Baptiste somehow, so still some place.
Looks like the grab onto Forest Suicide right here. Slytherin Sam does get the Heinen, isn't able to take out anyone though. Hjönk Attack does take out Sui and Knives right now. A huge nano onto Adds Up, but it's not enough. A huge visor from Outcry right here. Able to take out Aesthetica, Second Nipple, and Maddie the Badea, but Knives follows up by taking out Slytherin Sam, Outcry with the barrage, but it looks like Team Fire have able to get the point to the first 2 ticks, and both teams did shatter into the shields, but Adds Up shatter was able to get Butterfly. Knives on the tracer now, able to take out NY and Butterfly.
Some good maneuvers later, we see 86% is achieved by the Team Fire, but not the point yet. 10 seconds. There's someone need to touch the point, and they need to switch the heroes to more faster ones. They only have this Lucio sound barrier. Oh, it's really close, and there's insane charge getting the hammer. There's no touch probably possible. If the Lucio doesn't go for the roll, it doesn't achieve it. Wow. Woo. I think they found their composition. It's not Winston.
0 to 1. Switching sides.
Damn, Phoenix Tears. Yeah, you were onto something.
Ready.
There it is. Not behold. There it was. Insane. Also, thank you, Phoenix Tears, for the subscription to our dear channel. Also a gift from him towards Poachy Dixa.
Poached eggs.
Poached eggs.
Eggs. Yes, the first time I actually saw that name, I called it Pog Cheddar. So let's not go there with names. Although I do quite like the name Pog Cheddar. That does sound quite has a nice ring to it.
Indeed. Dude, Felix, you're a genius. That really works out. Like it just keeps appearing in my ears the whole time now. Also, the chat activity from Area 51 Gaming himself. Dude, wow, what a Pog person. Even though it's just the Ox account. Looking now to the attack from the Hjönk Attack. We saw a strong defense, and we already saw it on the Hollywood last point defense. We saw it on Dorado last point defense. When they have the advantage, the spawn advantage, they're able to pull out amazing plays, and if something goes wrong, they still can go for some nice staggering tactics and really achieve the picks needed to really make some sustainability at the point possible. Now, looking at the attack, it's gonna be rough, but I think the first point is gonna be pretty much a possible thing. They just need some really important picks. Might be possible because of Nakavezi's barrages and Pharaoh gameplay. just keep an eye on to the hit scan players from the Team Fire, because they tried to run double hit scan and it didn't work out against the Pharaoh from Nakavesi. So now with the defense advantage the Team Fire has, they can maybe get enough shots before Nakavesi is going too deep in, because now they can pull out those those positioning advantages as they want.
It looks like Hjönk Attacc are going dive for the first point. Team Fire going double shield with the Torb turret, trying to take out any backline and just hold strong. Hjönk Attacc may be able to take out the backline very strongly though with adds up on dive. I feel like they would do it a lot quicker if they were on Brawl, but they're just trying new things. They've been practicing their double bubble, which I must say this map has gone very well. Adds up, starts it in with the huge dive, a huge anti onto NY there, is almost taken out, but it's not enough. Adds up has to go down when he's on low health. Adds up now just trying to get the damage from his jetpack, isn't able to. Jono does fall down. Adds up, gets the kill onto them. NY just trying to hold on to the point now. Butterfly gets the kill onto Adds up. Slithering Sam follows that up by taking out Mackinac. Second nipple able to take out Slithering Sam straight after Suicide reses Knives now. NY finishes his tactica. Hjönk Attacc will now have to hold back as they do not have any of their tanks.
It's insane how Slytherin Sam just can go for those risky tactics, going really near those to those really powerful heroes like Farah. That can really destroy you in like short distance with the rockets. And Slytherin Sam just gets those headshots like in this short range done to really get away with those plays. We saw it on Hollywood. Those plays being made, well, the Widowmaker and 157. There goes the dive.
A dive from Adds Up there onto the backline, isn't able to take out anyone, gets taken out by Jono. Slytherin Sam follows it up by taking out Maddie Medea right there. Hjönk Attacc will have to push back now against Suicide, gets the reds onto Maddie Medea, saving time just in case Sano doesn't have to revive. Hjönk Attacc are ready for another attack now with their ultimates, ready to see a great barrage from Knives.
And, well, the Hjönk Attacc have some ults ready, but they need to really be able to enable those too.
Adds Up going in for the dive with the Nano. A bongo from NY right here. Let's see if they're able to take out Adds Up. A huge Molten Core from Alkali there. Butterfly able to take out Adds Up. Huge barrage from Knives, able to take out Slytherin Sam, but is quickly taken out by Butterfly. Straight after Suicide comes in with that huge res. Second nipple after that barrage comes in, takes out Jono. Looks like Hjönk Attacc now have got the point and is ready for a huge final fight.
They receive the focus fire on all those targets left. The barrage was maybe only getting one pick, but it was not only enough to really secure the fight win, but the revive from the Suicide made the deal.
A huge flux from Jono there, is able to get three of them. A huge bubble from Statica, saves second nipple here. High Noon from second nipple is getting shield blocked by Jono though. Isn't able to get anyone. Looks like Team Fire has been able to win back the fight, and Hjönk Attacc are going to have to do a very quick push now because they only have 30 seconds.
It's a really stressful situation. Second nipple or somewhere in the back, being focused now by the hammer. He's gonna be take off in like a second. The team found him. You know, somehow the team Hjönk Attacc needs not only to touch the objective, but also gain those picks needed. The barrage is close. The graph is there, so this could cause maybe some trouble. Now Adds Up needs to touch the point with the nano.
Adds Up gets the nano and does touch point. Looks like a ball from NY right here. A window from Somniphobia. Another Molten Core. Slytherin Sam able to take out Sui and Knives right there, and is able to win the fight for Team Fire.
Well, I mean, Team Fire deserved it. Shoutouts, like, wow, insane. You guys are like really. You have the discipline. Besides Slytherin Sam, how on earth are you able to play this risky sometimes? But hey, I would say a little pine there, like some kind of budget pine we could talk about. Yeah, it's a bit sad that Hjönk Attacc didn't really got got it, like the point at the end, but we saw their strength at the moment seems to rely a lot on taking advantages, like spawn advantages, but then they are able to stay alive for quite a long time, and still then with all this pressure gaining those plays, it's just insane that they can stay that long focused without losing hope, but more like getting momentum to really enable stuff. Normally you have a kind of reverse, and teams being under pressure that much that they kind of get destroyed even more in those kind of pressured moments. Felix, what are your words for today's game we just saw?
Amazing gameplay from both sides. Hjönk Attacc weren't able to really get any of the points. They were quite outplayed, although Hjönk Attacc were trying double bubble, and they did accomplish very well, more than I would have thought they would accomplish from seeing their past scrims. They have been practicing it and improving on it very well. I must say they even improved during this game and got way better. It was very close map at the end from Hjönk Attacc. Almost got the first point. They were very well able to take out, hold the second point when they were defending. Overall, just some great gameplay from both of the teams.
Indeed, it truly was. Now we try to get something excited on this channel to run. We're gonna not only have an interview upcoming here, but we're also gonna have a little something special. It's gonna be a montage from the Ramrina Week 1 tournament that somebody created. The dear Arzir, I think is he called? Arzir, yeah. So we're gonna make it a bit intense. We're gonna have a little timer in our Be Right Back screen of a minute. So we can actually get some production done, and you guys just stay tuned for a minute, and then after the timer is done, you're gonna see it. The great montage of the Ram Arena Week 1 tournament. Well, yeah. So stay tuned until then. Just a minute. Just.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away, but you always knew that you'd be the one that would while they all play.
happening. The damage coming in from the far onto the left is very nice for them. Both the immortality kills go down. Frenzy kills second info, but Gamer Talk actually finds another kill. Attacc as well. Oh my god, Gamer Talk with a quadra. That's insane for his team right here.
Yeah, we were talking about the pharmacy versus this composition when they first ended up on this point, but
Each other out. As the hammer round goes down, it is huge. It's flying the whole team.
that was insane. He's going to have to come all the way back, and that's a huge slam from Attacc. It's massive. It's absolutely enormous. Getting a 6-man off the back to get much out of it, but Hjönk still pushing up a madman with a fire stroke through. Window's going to take down.
I mean, by this Shadow just getting the wins on the ground, that's just too much pressure from the Team Sigma DPC. They're helping out and they're getting the kill on.
From the
Okay, with the grab there, Specjab just doesn't care about it. 4K, it's insane. He just gets the point secured by himself.
Ultimate coming out here. Gets the Diva Bomb.
But Orcio with that one ult gets 2. That's a huge pulse bomb from Orcio. And they're going to invest beat early though, round 1, and they're going to invest.
Oh my god!
The Reaper and the cheese with the DM onto Mish to deny any damage onto that Reaper. A little bit. They need to sort of stabilize. Immediate grab comes in from Baby Noah and it gets 2! It's a huge dragon there. No grab needed for that. And they might be able to stabilize at the back of that. Yeah, it's a big window there. They're going to invest Diva Bomb over the top. That's going to be a huge bomb! Cheese gets 3 with that!
Huge dynamite there.
Maybe does take down Orcio, and that is going to be an even fight now. Now we're losing the main, it's going to be huge. But getting Baby Doyle to high ground, that's exactly what Goldpack needs. That's 2 down now. 3 for Baby Doyle. That's all they needed. And that's a 4-1. Baby Doyle. Oh my word. From back, but they're just going to launch a window in front of them, and that's going to be huge.
Oh, that was incredible. Oh, a great shot after by Nailman.
Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful slam.
Take care of that lamp.
Orcio with 2 headshots though.
And we are back on a triple intermission screen. You saw nothing there in the NA production. And on my side, we not only have our dear Felix play-by-play cast, we also have Slithering Sam.
Hello.
And Medi Media, this time without Cam.
Sorry, I look like a garbage bag right now.
Oh, well, so does my room, but I've got it blurred out, so...
Good for you, Proxy.
Okay, so let's talk about the game. I mean, it's a 5-2-0 for the Team Fire. A really strong performance. So we might start with the Team Fire here. Team Fire. Slithering Sam, in this case. You were part of... you were the sniper from the DPS lineup, am I right?
I played May once. That was fun. Yeah, Flex Sport doesn't like May, so we're just testing if I was a suitable candidate.
Okay.
I apologize to Reinhardt, by the way. He was being frozen the whole time.
Poor heads up. Yeah, what I wanted to start with is Team Fire has a little history in our organization with the Team Flatpack. You guys 5-0'd them too, I think. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just here to like destroy one team after another. Diamond Pack when like.
I don't know if we can 5-0 Diamond Pack, but I'm sure if we did go into a scrim, we'll try our best.
Okay. Tell us like your point of view of today's game.
Our point of view, basically, first few games, not gonna lie, they were a little bit of a roll, but as the game progressed, especially in that final map there, we definitely were struggling against, especially the Farah, hence the solo grab mentality coming out there. Yeah, I think it definitely got harder as the scrim went on. They were adapting quite well.
Okay, Maddie, give us the input from Hjönk Attacc. What was the mood there? How did it evolve? Did you guys take it with a grain of salt, the lose? So give us input.
Well, we're all very much under pressure at the moment with the tournament and everything, and probably everybody knows that we are pretty much a lot better at Brawl than at everything else. So since we didn't play that a lot today, it wasn't like a big surprise that it didn't go that well. But yeah, the mood could have been like a lot worse. Like, nobody tilted. We still tried to see positive things. We had Hayes with us, who was giving us tips the whole time. It was fine. It was alright, and we were actually pretty happy in the end that it got better than.
Wow, it's just insane that after so much pressure coming from the opponents, with some really strong compositions, shout out to Team Fire and Slithering Sam. Your double bubbles composition worked out really fine. And what on earth is your positioning with Widowmaker and Ashe sometimes? Like Hollywood, for example. You were going way too close to the opponents here. Like.
Yeah, like, basically, I blame Li Zhang. I played Widowmaker for an entirety of about 3 seconds there, trying to get some headshots. I got, like, 3 headshots and, like, 70% hit accuracy. I'm like, I'm gonna play Widow for the rest of the map. And then I played Widow, and then my aim is not as good as it was there. So I was just, I was overconfident, I think. But in some situations, like right at the end on the Ashe, I somehow ended up with the pick, so it works sometimes, I guess.
Oh, I mean, it was pretty close, but your headshots then on last moment really secured. I actually think that was a really, really important kill there, because it could have been like a domino effect after it, because of the hard, I wouldn't say dominance from the Pharah, because on attack, Hjönk Attacc was a bit struggling, it looked like, but on the defense, it looked pretty impressive.
That's Pharah, isn't it? She's good on defense.
Yeah, like, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about around now on which map we could start with. Felix, you have maybe some starting questions while I try to figure out a good question to the map.
Yep, sure. Slytherin Sam, I must say your tracer plays on Hollywood were very, very good, especially the double kill pulse bomb. Your antis as well, Maddie, very nice. Always getting that ult charge as well. You always had a lot of ults. So overall, I think you did very well on dive as well, Hjönk Attack. Sort of have improved a lot from before other scrims that I have seen. So I'm happy with that. Seeing that.
Okay. So actually, I'm having a really important question because one thing looked like a powerful part of the Hjönk Attack. Really, they were able to pull out sometimes. It was just the capability of staggering the point pretty good when they have actually a spawn advantage there. Looking at the router, for example, on the last point, there were a lot of minutes going through the time bank and being lost because of the long stagger from Hjönk Attack, and Teamfire were having some trouble really finishing the map. Can we get some input from the Teamfire how the coordination went when the staggering was going longer and longer of the point, and how you managed those situations?
I think the strategy, we were playing quite split on Dorado, if I can remember correctly. So what I think we tried to do is play more together as a team to stop the staggers coming out, especially with the spawn so close on Dorado at the end there. Yeah, I think there wasn't a major mind shift change. It was just sort of small individual like player tweaks that helped there.
All right. A question now to you, Maddie, but like kind of reverse in this case, because like how are you able to gain this this kind of nice staggering even though you were sometimes even in an old disadvantage? Like what are you normally you go for when you are in this this kind of intense situations where you kind of need to coordinate the team in really stressful situations? How do your team handle that?
You mean when we try to stagger the point in the end?
Yeah.
Did I get that correctly? Yeah, so I coordinate nothing, I just listen because I'm a support. But our coaches are working hard on like getting us to stagger things efficiently. They're like our goal is to communicate efficiently who's going on at what point, and like if we see that like many people die at the same time, we're like, okay, give them 1 take, give them 2 takes, and then like retake with maybe 4 people, because then we might have a better chance. And yeah, stuff like that. I can't really summarize it well. You should ask Mike about that.
Well, maybe next time when we catch him, maybe on the Youngest interview or something. I don't know, but maybe one time. All right, looking to the next few questions. By the way, why did you end up having 2 control points being played in a row? Normally you have like at the end another control point map being played.
I think.
Sorry,
Slytherin?
do you want to know?
No, I think it was like because we're playing in the tournament and it's like we're playing like the control map's chosen for us. So I believe that like we were playing the ones we were playing in the tournament, maybe? I don't know if that's true.
He is correct on that one. Yeah, I was making a pool with Firefly so that we're like both happy with the map selection, like in regards with the tournament and everything, and we wanted to make sure that we both get to play the maps that we're definitely having like coming up in the tournament.
Now talking about the tournament, Teamfire, I think your team is actually pretty high in compared to other teams. So I think you didn't had a match yet because you're on the second round, or did you already have?
No, they have a match on.
We haven't had match next week. Yeah, but we didn't have one
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, no, they haven't had one already.
We got the bye into the next round, which I suppose is lucky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do the tournament stuff.
Oh yeah, but you're in, so you don't know yet which game like against which team you guys gonna play against, do you?
It's probably somewhere. I just don't know. off the
They're
top of my
playing
head.
against Ram 1.
Ah, interesting. All right. Looks good. That looks interesting. Oh yeah. Ram Arena, Ram 1. Well, they won against the Gold Pack, but well, that's the message. And now Ram 1 goes against Fire. Let's see how this works out. Going against one of the host like the teams of the hosting organizations.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some hype, I think. So there's not that much experience in terms of this tournament, but does your team actually have some experience of other tournaments? Yeah.
Personally in the team I don't, but I've played in tournaments with other teams, but not many. I'm usually commentating.
Tell us more. Tell us
Sometimes.
more about your career.
I don't know. I just messaged some random orgs and they're like, "Can you cast?" I'm like, "Yes." That's pretty much the extent of what I do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now talking to Maddie again about the tournament. You already played one game. Did you actually play in a tournament before that one you're competing against? Competing at the moment.
No, this is our first tournament ever, so extra nervous.
But hey, you 3-0'd the first team.
We
pretty
we
impressive.
did, but now we're up against the highest seeded team.
Oh, which one?
Exiled Knights, which my autocorrect turned into Excited Knights.
I think that's a better name.
Honestly, sounds a lot more wholesome.
Oh, Maddie. Or it's coming up with some nice wordplays. Yeah, they actually rated on 2K7 at the moment. So that's gonna be really rough. While Hjönk, I think, is rated at between 2K4 and 2K5.
What are we?
6K6, 6,675.
Hey, please.
6K.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
beyond GM.
Yeah, 6K.
No,
yeah.
you're beyond top 500.
Yeah, I think I'd probably drag it
Team
down a bit,
Fire
maybe.
is 2,675.
2,675.
You're
After my,
the
comp-
third highest rated.
Oh,
Okay.
that's an interesting fact.
Right. So talking about the game now, we just saw. What are those what are your what is the things you could learn from the compositions you play today? Are there maybe some things you would say, yeah, here and there we could have more work on, at least in theory, or are there some compositions you would say at the moment look solid, we're going to focus more on other ones? Starting with yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.
In the effort of not trying to give too much away, I think compositionally wise, we tend to go for double bubble and brawl. We do have like a third wacky composition that we sometimes pull out. That you probably saw that on Elios. At the moment, we're pretty confident on all of them. But I think against certain compositions we struggle, like especially with the Farah, like you saw on Anubis. We struggled to get through the point there. So I think we just need to work up against our matchups against specific compositions.
Same question to you, Maddie.
Yeah, like a problem in terms of compositions today for us is that sometimes we're just getting so set on like, no, we're going to like execute this double bubble here, that we don't realize the obvious, which would be like switching to brawl, for example. Like that usually happens way too late, and then we end up switching away in the end and losing all our ultimates, which is not ideal. Like that's something we should probably keep in mind more often.
Alright. Okay, you know that it's totally valid plan, because your brawl at the moment looks, I think, at least decent. I mean, on Anubis you pull it out pretty good. I mean, at least better than your double bubble attempt on the first point. So I think there, yeah, I totally admit it. There, your strength is pretty viable on that one.
Yeah, but I also mean something like if they have a brawl and we try to run our subpar double bubble, we realize too late that that's not an ideal situation.
Oh. Well,
That's
I mean,
what I was trying to express.
the good thing it's a Monday at the end, so you have almost a full week ready to get ready for the tournament and get those last coaching staff there together to support you on getting your compositions ready. What are those heroes you would say you would like especially endorse from today's game, starting with Medi this time?
Ah.
Who would you like endorse of your team and the opponents?
Can we start with Sam?
All right, Sam.
Yeah. Wait, so the question is, what
who
heroes
do you
we
endorse?
thought were good from our team? Who do we endorse?
From both sides.
From the enemy team?
From
both
your
sides?
side and the opponent's side.
Well, I think it depends on the map for, I don't even know how to pronounce your team, sorry. I think your Pharah player on Anubis would probably be the most, the one that sticks in my mind the most, just because it caused us the most trouble out of any of the hero picks, I think. Our team. Can't say myself, I was feeding the entire time. I'm a DPS player, so I can't like the supports because they're not healing me. Definitely not because I'm feeding. So tanks. I think I said Jono last time, so it's gonna have to be Nixie. This process of elimination as a DPS player, I can't give it to a support. Actually, I'm gonna give it to a support because they're actually trying to keep me alive. I'll give it to Somni.
All right, shout outs.
Shoutouts to Somni for keeping me alive just about. And then I feed.
We see a sad smiley face from Cold September. Do you know this person?
Do I know this person? Maybe. It's the answer I'm gonna give.
No, part 76 answers with my fields. Point. All right. Some sad feelings here. We should probably not start talking about like who would you endorse the most, because it's just creating some kind of drama here and there. But I love your question.
Not allowed back in the team.
I love your response because you just went through every point of your thoughts with some pretty nice humor here and there. Although DPS did get even mentioned. Sam, I think they want you to play Sam now every scrim now. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh no. Well, I mean, Candy doesn't like playing Mei, so I guess it's only fair. They get to play McCree. They have some fun.
Also, thanks to Mac Long for the 1 bit again. Always coming around every day with 1 bit. Maddie.
Yeah, so my strat's working. I can now just steal Sam's answers. But yeah, I agree. Huge shout out to our Farah, who's actually a tryout. We have 2 tryouts at the moment. You saw the other one play in the tournament. It's going to be a really tough.
Oh no, in the tournament. Yeah, don't worry.
We played various characters in the tournament. It was Gamer Talk. But yeah, both of our tryouts at the moment are extremely good, which puts me into a great situation as team captain. But yeah, other than that, huge shout out to Sui. He rested me a couple times. That was very friendly. A shout out to Adzub's Reinhardt.
I mean, at some point
Oh
he
my
shattered
God,
the
the
shield.
shield.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah, but with the enemy team, honestly, like I think everybody was pretty solid all the time. Like I couldn't like
Even when I'm in
tell
your back
for
line.
myself. What?
Even when I'm in your back line as Widowmaker.
Shout out to Sam because he's doing this interview.
No one else wanted to do it. I was forced.
Same here.
Oh, by the way, finally the platpack.co.uk domain works again, so you can also get your merch from that link again too. That's beautiful. Didn't know
Yeah, my
that.
Platpack though. Get Hjönk Attacc merch.
Yeah, we got Hjönk Attacc merch. We also got some new Yoinkers merch. That's also awesome.
Which is obviously the best merch.
It's amazing merch. I just got an email today that my merch is on the way to my house. I'm really excited for that.
Ooh.
I heard they have high quality products. Sponsored by Hjönk Attacc merch. Use code MEDI for 10% off. Just kidding, that code doesn't exist.
Oh.
What merch did you get?
I'm so glad you're asking me that, Felix. So
There's a
so
nice
Hello
grey
told
t-shirt.
me that they get bonuses for a lot of items sold, so I got 3 stickers. I also got a blue t-shirt, the woman's oversized t-shirt with the Hjönk Attacc logo, and I got that one in black with the Yoinkers logo because I'm the biggest Yoinkers fan. Shout out to Yoinkers.
I love the product placement here. But I'm just feeling a bit bad for Slither and Sam to like go through the whole product placement here. Like, all right,
I'm
okay.
looking at the website. You got some pretty nice designs going on there. Yoinkers
Yeah.
are gonna steal. Yeah, SR. It doesn't say what if it's gonna steal them. Yeah, it's gonna steal them. Maybe give them the rest of the team. You got the holy strip with a lot of stickers. Like that. You got all the packs. You got the master pack, plat pack, diamond pack, gold pack.
Yeah, that one sucks though, because the goose is not in there.
There is no goose. Honk attack.
You need to order the
pretty
goose
nice.
extra to sell more items. I'm sorry.
How much is this? You can get a cap. Why would
Yeah,
I get
you can
much
get
for
a
another
cap.
team?
You can get a teddy bear.
I
Yeah.
like the long sleeve T-shirt.
Yes,
You can get a nice bottle. You gotta stay
can get teddy bear.
hydrated. And why not get hydrated in style with Hjönk Attacc merch?
Yes.
You can get teddy bears.
You can get teddy bears, absolutely. They've been out of stock, but now they're back in.
I think some don't have like the holy strip or so, but I think most of the teams have it at the moment. The product online. Well, we had some beautiful questions and answers here from Slithering Sam and our dear Maddie from Hjönk Attacc, Slithering Sam from Team Fire. We're looking forward to you both just doing an amazing job on the Ram Arena tournament. Watching out for Team Fire's first one. Damn, Cold September here with an abonnement, a subscription to the channel. Really, thank you, Cold September. Okay, that's really helpful. Supporting the channel here, damn. Thanks, man.
Fine.
Thanks, man.
I mean-
Oh, go. Right, thanks.
Bye.
All right. Oh, didn't hear this. Now I feel bad. I didn't hear Slithering Sound leave. Okay, but I think that's how it went. Yeah, I think we had a lot of nice questions and answers. Maddie, as our last
What up?
interview here, can you give us like some last final words?
Last final words. I love my team, and I love my casters. Have a great night, everybody. I'm feeling really awkward.
Alright, it's nice inspiration from Maddie. Probably a really nice person to have on the team to motivate and stay positive. Felix, give us your words.
Great game, amazing from Team Fire. Just overall, Hjönk Attacc are improving their dive, which is great to see. Hoping to see some amazing plays from both teams in the tournament, which will be coming up soon. Overall, great scrim today. Hoping to see more.
Aye. Well, you hear that. I'm not sure what else could I say to this today's game. A lot of words were being pushed out of words out of mouths. I just probably should just stop talking and just enjoy the viewership we have at the moment, and saying goodbye and have a good one. See ya.